Today, I just want to try and see how many bases I can 3-star in Legend League, essentially spamming everything in like the first 20 or maybe 30 seconds. I might have to save a skeleton spell or freeze or something for later, but I've got an hour left before the end of the day. Today's been really busy. We're just going to try a relaxed, non-sweaty attack that's also pretty good. We're still in the first couple of days of Legend League, so this should be okay. I'm hoping I can 3-star like 5, maybe 6 bases with this. I've got a poison because furnaces are really good against dragons. So that's why I'm doing that. But we're going to have a nice, chill, relaxed video. Maybe I'll tell some stories if we've got some downtime. And we'll just see what we get. All right, let's find the sweepers. Okay. Can I snipe that one with a queen here? Am I a pro gamer? I'm a pro gamer! I'm gonna put the royal champion down too because easy. Alright, let's get this down. Oh, did we even clone anything? Okay, we cloned Yeti Mites. Giant's walking to his death. Okay, we want to try and save the queen. I don't think I need to use a freeze here. Okay, I don't know where to use my poison, to be honest, because maybe we'll just use it on the minion prince. I don't think there's another hero or anything that scares me more than that. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's freeze here. Oh, that was maybe a bad freeze. I didn't think that that would take out. If we can take out the multi-inferno, that would be sick. Please, dragon. Nope. Dragon's going to get wrecked. Oh, please. Please, 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 please. Oh, he does get it. Okay, so Queen might be able to get that multi-arch tower. Okay, well, oh, that's actually a decent minion prince ability. Oh, Queen actually gets that? There's a chance. Oh, my royal champion's still alive. This is nuts. Is this going to work? We've got to fight a sweeper. Oh, rip the royal champion. There's a phoenix. Oh, I feel like this is not going to 3-star. Maybe? Got a couple of dragons left. Dang, that sweeper's really annoying. Oh, yeah, we've got that new defense. Dang. This was... What the heck? We're getting, like, insanely tough bases for how early this is in Legend League. I don't understand. It's never been like this for me. Normally, like, the first couple of days, it's, like, 3 or 4 Town Hall 16s or lower, and then, like, 1 or 2 really, really rushed Town Hall 17s with holes in them and stuff, but that has not been the case. Okay, well, you know... Dang, this was actually so close. What the heck? Maybe if I'd have used... Well, I forgot. I need to, like, not use my clone spells until the Yetis are on the ground. That's what I need to not do. Learn from my mistakes. Let's go. All right, let's go. Tag number 2. Dude, what in the... It makes no sense. All right, what we're going to do is... Pro gamer. That's actually sick. Alright, we're going to warden ability early. Let's go. Oh, we got a tornado. No bueno. Okay, let's freeze that. I'm hoping that this blimp actually makes it. Okay, we do. Hey, we cloned Yetis this time. See, guys? Okay, there was a furnace. You see that? That's why I bring a poison. And I don't know where I want to use this. Oh, you know what? I think that's a good minion prince ability right there. Yeah, that was really good. By the way, the other day, like almost a week ago, I was outside of my house and I saw a web with like a male and a female Black Widow. And for those of you who don't know, after they mate, female Black Widow will oftentimes eat the male Black Widow. They're like 3 times or 4 times bigger because they're psychopaths or something. But yeah, they'll like eat them afterwards. And I was like looking at these 2 spiders, and then I got a phone call, so I got distracted and I went away. And then I went back like an hour later, and they were both gone. And then I went out actually earlier today, and only the female Black Widow was there. So the male Black Widow probably got eaten. Rip him. I probably should have warned him. Told him, bro, don't do it. You're going to mate with her, and then she's going to get the ick, And then she's going to eat you. That's not what you want. So now I'll give all of you some really controversial dating advice. It's probably going to get me in trouble just saying this, but if you're a young man and you're listening to this video right now, don't date women that will eat you. Okay? I know. Don't do it. It's not in your best interest, I promise. All right, let's go. By the way, if you also didn't know, the way that, hey, we finally get kind of a rush base. The way that like Black Widows eat is like the female Black Widows, like the big ones with like the red on the back, you know? They like bite their prey and like inject them with a neurotoxin that paralyzes them and it liquefies their insides. And then they like drink the liquefied insides. That's how they eat. That's freaking psychotic, right? Black Widows are scary. Okay, where do I... If Ellen DeGeneres gets reincarnated, she'll be a Black Widow. All right, let's go. I am, dude, my brain, dude. I'm like a squirrel, I swear. Okay, there's a furnace. You see, that's why I bring a poison. You see, guys, I know what I'm doing. Is this even worth, like... Yeah, we did clone the Yetis around those infernos, too. That's actually sick. Where I want to do stuff. Now I'm all distracted about spiders. I'm gonna get like tingles on my skin and stuff now. It's gonna freak me out. Dude, this... Okay, well, keep in mind, right? This was kind of a rushed base. Dude, no, Minion Prince. Turn down. No! No! Okay, maybe he'll turn down after this. Is it worth it to freeze this air defense? No, because we're gonna freeze it with that. I don't know where I'm gonna use these last spells. Oh no, Warden! Let's use a skeleton spell right here. Maybe we can save the Warden. Come on, go! Did the skeletons get it? If they did, that was the most valuable skeleton spell that's ever been used in the game. That's even a more valuable skeleton spell than Cynthi's Skelly Donuts back in the day. All right, we are 2 for 3. This one was kind of rushed, but that's what we're open for, right? Laid back, fun, easy day where I don't have to focus very much. By the way, I played a very dangerous game last raid, and I had a barbarian in my clan castle. I didn't even realize it. I can't tell you how many times I've accidentally cloned those stupid barbarians instead of the Yetis. All right, attack number 4. G-Dogs. Where are the sweepers? Okay, can we trigger the invis and get a sweeper at the same time? I don't think that's going to be... Okay, look, if I'm a real pro gamer, I'm going to get this air defense, trigger the invis, and get this sweeper all in one hit. Cue the 360 no-scope music. Are you ready for this? Oh, so bad. I'm not a pro gamer. Oh, okay, we want to get the... I actually did use the ability kind of early because I wanted to make sure I got the blimp in there. Oh, please. Oh, the blimp wasn't there yet. Oh, I was like, where the heck are the Yetis? Okay, well, let's put a poison here for whatever reason. I don't think it's going to really do much to ice columns. But you got to have them. Furnaces absolutely wreck dragons if you don't have a tool for them. Okay, this one's looking pretty good too. I want to wait till my minion prince is pointing in like a half decent direction maybe. Oh, nope, with that idea. Okay, we're going to freeze here because, oh, that the monolith went down. What did it go down to? Oh, Yeti mites probably? Dude, this one's crushed too. That's going to have to be a good enough minion prince ability. Oh, that's actually pretty sick. And we have a royal champion ability. Queen's going to die, but that's okay. Dude, what? I feel like the first attack, if I just changed a couple little things, like the angle a tiny bit and stuff, or maybe cloned a little bit differently, or cloned Yetis instead of the Yeti mites, maybe that attack would have triple 2 and it would be 4 for 4, but man, 3 for 4, I'll freaking take that. I forgot to hit record, so I'm like a little bit late. KSA Legends. Okay, there's no invis in the core. We got a double poison base, but we still want to try and get that sweeper if we can. I might use my skeleton spell really early and then my queen ability. That way the ricochet cannon and the enemy queen don't wreck me. How do we feel about that? Does that sound like a good plan? I think it is. We want to try and hit that sweeper if I can. Oh my gosh, I was a whiff. freeze this. Okay, let's poison that right there. Dude, by the way, a couple of months ago, I didn't share this with anybody, but this like actually happened. I was driving on my way to work with somebody and witnessed a car accident in front of me on a main road where the speed limit's like 40 miles an hour. So like going pretty fast, right? So like you're worried about people like getting injured and stuff. And it was two women, probably in their 50s or so, if I had to guess. And I went to go help the lady that had been hit because she got T-boned on the passenger side. Well, kind of a T-bone. It like hit like the front tire and forward, right? So like kind of not really a T-bone, but kind of close. But she was like in shock, had to be, and just shut down mentally, just could not focus or anything. Like I'm getting there and I can see like her tires like kind of messed up a little bit, but like you can still see it's like able to roll, and the whole front end's like ripped off. And so I'm like telling her like, we've got to get your car out of the middle of this intersection because it's on a busy road and I don't want to like stall up traffic forever if we don't have to. This is going to kind of go on for a little bit. But anyway, so like I'm telling her like, we got to push your car out of the way. And she's like, okay, yeah. So she agreed with me. And I'm like getting behind her car to like get ready to push her. And a couple other guys are coming to help me. And we're like, you have to take your foot off the brake. I can see the brake lights are still on. We're like, you have to take your foot off the brake. And she's like, okay. So she like takes her foot off the brake and we couldn't push it. And we're like, is it in park? And she's like, yeah. So she puts it in reverse because we see the reverse lights pop on and we're like, no, you have to put it in neutral and take your foot off the brake so that we can do it. And she just gets out of the car and just starts screaming like, I can't handle it anymore. I can't handle it. I can't do it. I can't do it. She just like runs onto like a nearby sidewalk and just like shuts down. And I'm like, what the heck? So I get in the car and the e-brake was on too, by the way. So I like put the e-brake off, put it in neutral, took my foot out and we pushed it out of the way. But like 100%, like the thought that was like crossing my mind was like, lady, you got to chill out. Okay. I'm not asking you to perform like brain surgery or anything. You just put your freaking car in neutral. Okay. 100%. If I was in like a life or death situation, I'd be leaving that lady behind because you'd be killing the whole rest of the group. Anyway, let's go to the next attack. By the way, just so you guys don't think I'm like a psychopath, I was like actually pretty patient and understanding with the lady given the situation, right? But in my head the whole time I was thinking like, lady, freaking hurt, go. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's go. All right. All right. We get Invis Town Hall area, Goofy base. We're just going to blimp the town hall from an area opposite. This won't work after the next update. Rip. Please tell me that gets... Okay, good. All right. Menu prints. Warden, we're going to delay the blimp a little bit here because of the goofiness of the base. And I think now is good enough time because the Warden will kind of move in by himself. Let's put a skeleton spell here and we'll freeze this single inferno too. And then the Warden ability will kind of handle that other single inferno. And we'll just take care of this entire core. Okay, I'm just making sure the blimp gets there this time before I start cloning like crazy. All right. What in the... Where's the CC? Oh, all right. Okay, we deal with all the balloons. We get stuck in the tornado now. I missed that tornado by like a hair with the blimp. No way. Normally I like walk right into the tornadoes every freaking time. Just watch my video yesterday and you'll see me freaking blimp right into the tornado 2 times in a row. All right, we've got the Warden or the Minion Prince ability. Too bad the Spirit Fox is dead, so the Royal Champion's going to die. But there's a few dragons down there too, so we should be okay. Plus, we got a bunch of stuff on this end. This base was not like rushed or anything, but the layout made it kind of easy, right? It was a weird... Well, I don't know. Actually, it was... I mean, if you look at the walls and stuff, it looked a little weird, right? Anyway, let's go to the next attack. Where Nasty at? I have no idea who this person is or who Nasty is or what's Nasty. So, sorry, I can't help you. Let's go to the next attack. All right. Where are the sweep? Okay, both sweepers are just right in the middle. So that's kind of easy to pro gamer snipe, right? Man, can I put my queen right there? I feel like she's just going to die instantly. I can't really put my queen on any of the corners. Yes, we can. We're pro gamers. We're not scared of that. Please tell me I get a sweep. Okay, let's put this skeleton spell down. You know, we'll actually even freeze here too. I feel like that's kind of worth it to try and keep the queen alive a little bit longer. Just gonna put the warden or the queen down over there. Okay, let's pop this ward ability once we get here a little bit closer. Boom! That's a good one. And can I like clone this in a way where it like kind of comes over to this multi-geared cannon? Yeah, that was sick. Okay, let's go ahead and freeze these ice columns with my poison. That doesn't make sense. Freaking wanted to get a multi-geared cannon, but they didn't even touch it. What the heck? Okay, get that fire spitter, Royal Champion. Please help me out here. Oh, rip that dragon. All right, how are we looking? Minion Prince ability still intact. We draw all of the red air bombs over there. What is that giant doing? Okay, we don't know. Where's my Minion Prince pointing right now? That's not good enough. That's good enough. Yup, that was good. Oh no, Queen. Oh, Queen lived. Nope, she died. Are we okay? Ooh, this one's going to be close. Get the air defense, Minion Prince. Oh, no, not that. Oh, really? The mine hit like the second the ability wore off? Of course it did. We got the Phoenix, though. We do have an air defense on the back end, and unfortunately, where it's positioned, it's probably going to be the very last building that we hit, which is nuts. We have so many dragons left over, though. There's no, like, splash damage left. That multi-inferno is kind of scary, but I think we're okay. This was a tough base. The fact that this army works, I'm literally, like, talking to you guys, not focused at all, and just spamming everything as quickly as I can, and we're 3-starring these bases. That's just... I understand why Supercell wants to change the eternal tone a little bit. This wouldn't work this way quite as well. The way after this season. Anyway, let's go. We've got one more attack. We're only going to fill one today, maybe? That would be crazy. Last attack of the day. Let's go ahead and dive in. And man, we could go 309 today with this just insanely easy spam army. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to pro gamer snipe this sweeper right here. And then we're going to spam the dragons along the top end. Oh, we almost need to snipe both sweepers, though. Yeah, change the plan. We're going to pro gamer snipe. Why would I not just come from the side? That makes sense. Yeah, let's just do that. Oh, you get one sweeper, the kind of important one. All right, we're going to wait for the balloon to get to the edge, which unfortunately is kind of right there. Okay. Oh, I thought I saw a furnace, but I panicked. Okay, did we clone any Yetis? Are we going to clone Mites? Is that what we're going to clone right now? Okay, we're going to freeze this Minion Prince. Maybe to help my Queen for a little bit, so the giant stays alive a little bit longer. Okay, we want the Minion Prince ability to get this raged up section. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, let's put our skeleton spell right here. Get that air defense, dragons. Is this one going to work? Dude, this might be crushed. This base was like a little rushed. Not terrible, but dude, what the heck? How does this army work so well? I could literally spam everything the first 30 seconds of each raid and just triple. Why would I ever do a tryhard attack when I could just do this every day? Oh my gosh, look at the freaking dragons! It's like a flock of geese, dragons in the air. All right, let's look at this. 309? What in the world? All right. Well, this army's really easy, really laid back. So if you need like a simple army, I didn't really think about the angles I approached each base from like almost at all. That last one was just to avoid the sweepers. But like that's crazy how easy this army is. And how good it is for how easy it is. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my long storytelling. But that's going to do it for this video. I'll see you guys next time.